What's up, YouTube? This is Dragon, and this is another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. So, let's get to the battle at hand. Now, let's see. This team, the one that I'm really worried about the most is probably the Mega Lucario. And seeing as that my opponent hasn't chosen a Pokemon yet, I think my opponent might be a little bit afraid of my team. Let's see, it's going to be the Lucario and the Charizard. Those are the two Pokemon that really have me on the ropes. And possibly the Suicune, but other than that, I feel pretty confident of what might happen. So I'm going to start off with my Clawitizer because, let's see, and cool. It is the Hippowdon because I had a feeling that, well, look, if my opponent decided to choose the Breloom, then I would have switched right into my Ferrothorn, and then from there, possibly taking the Spore, you know, setting things up and all and whatnot. So from here, I'm gonna just go straight for a Water Pulse, and that should do a ton of damage to this Pokemon. And because it's most likely not necessarily specially defensive, it should do a ton, like it did, and it looks like it's gonna heal itself with the Citrus Berry. Oh, that's pretty interesting. So, it used Yawn. Okay, so that's a bit unfortunate. I do not want this Pokemon to go to sleep. So, let's see. Should I switch it to my Ferrothorn? Yes, I should. I should switch it to Ferrothorn. That would be the best play. And I'm going to go for a Stealth Rock because my opponent has a lot of Pokemon, well, two Pokemon that are weak to it. So, okay, my opponent goes for the Stealth Rocks. Not a bad play. So now I'm going to go for Stealth Rocks of my own. And my opponent might try to yawn me because, well, yeah. That's typical of the Hippowdons that I see on the battle spot. So good, now I get my own layer of rocks out. So it looks like we're, you know, in a pretty good situation for, well, the So Yawn is the game that my opponent wants to play. So seeing that my opponent does want to play that game, I'm going to go switch into my Slowbro. Just in case, because Slowbro does have Regenerate. So that's not something I'm necessarily worried about. Hopefully, you know, Toxic isn't a thing either. So, okay, it's the Yawn. Okay, now, who can I afford to go to sleep? I can afford my Ferrothorn to go to sleep, so if it really came down to that, let's see, what about Clawitizer? Do I really care if Clawitizer is asleep or not? Can Clawitizer really do that much, honestly? Honestly? Can Clawitizer really do that much? I don't think so. So I'm going to send out my Clawitizer right now. Yeah. Clawitizer can't really do much to this Pokemon's team, so... And then, also, Clawitizer has a huge wake-up streak, so that's a thing. Okay, there it goes for the Yawn again. So he's basically trying to yawn me into oblivion. I see what's going on here. And, well, the Sandstorm Society. So that's cool. Let's see, should I go for the Ice Beam or the Water Pulse again? I'll just go for the Water Pulse because I had a chance to confuse. So, okay, cool. That's going to finish off this Pokemon right here. And, unfortunately, I'm going to go to sleep. But, at least two key Pokemon aren't asleep. Or one of my key Pokemon aren't asleep. Okay, hopefully that's a Mega Charizard X. Okay, cool. It's that Pokemon right there. So, if this is not Mega Charizard, if this is Mega Charizard Y, then this is seriously going to be a problem. I mean, it would have never mattered. It would have never mattered. So, let's see, should I... Well, you know, being that my opponent immediately set up, you could just be, you know, trying to set up. So, let's see, should I... Well, look, think about it this way. If it evolves and uses Solar Beam, you would have died anyway. How about this? I would just have to hope my opponent's last Pokemon is not... I'll just have to hope my opponent's last Pokemon is not the Breloom. This is like kind of the best thing I could do given the situation. If it evolves into... Oh cool, it's Mega Charizard X. Alright, so I guess it's not that big of a deal then. So let's see, will my opponent go for... Oh, Sword Stance. Damn! Play no games. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna stay in. Wait a minute, am I gonna stay in? No, you know what I'm gonna do? Instead of staying in, I'm gonna switch to my Clawtizer. That would be a much better play. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to my Clawtizer. Hopefully he goes for like the Flare Blitz, which would mean that he'll do just a bit more damage to himself. And cool, he goes for the Flare Blitz. Not bad. And that should finish off Clawtizer because, I mean, he has no defenses whatsoever. Alright, cool. I'm really happy that it was Mega Charizard X because that really is the game-changing scenario of the year. Now I'm going to go into my Slowbro, Mega Evolve, and I'll be able to take one Dragon Claw from this Pokemon, most definitely. You know what? I know my opponent is gonna go for Dragon Claw. I know this. So maybe I should just switch into... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna switch into my Ferrothorn, and I'm gonna take the Dragon Claw. Alright, cool. And let's see. My opponent then goes for Outrage. Alright. So that should do a lot. I mean, okay, cool. I mean, it did a lot, but not necessarily. But that Outrage is going to be enough to take it down with the Rocky Helmet. Playing strategically once again, proving that skill is just a bit better than luck. And it is the Breloom, folks. It's the Breloom. So, oh man, don't really know how to feel because it could just go for the Spore. So I guess in a sense, this is kind of where the luck comes in because if I stayed in as Slowbro, I could have just killed it with like a side shot. But then dealing with this Breloom here, I don't know. It could just go either way. So I'm gonna go for Gyro Ball and the Mach Punch. That should kill Ferrothorn. Fortunately, it's going to do a lot of damage to the Breloom. And from here, kind of wish I had a Crobat on my team, but it was 50-50. You know, I didn't want to necessarily take the risk because if my opponent had like the Lucario or something, like if Lucario was the last Pokemon, then I would have been screwed, you know, in that regard. So it's 50-50. I don't know. I didn't know what my opponent would have had. So I just had to make the gamble. So I'm going to go for the side shot here and the Mega Evolution. Hopefully my opponent, for some odd reason, just doesn't go for Spore. And, like, maybe goes for Bullet Seed and only hits twice or something? No, it goes for Spore. Okay, that's what I expected. That makes the most sense. Okay, so obviously, Slowbro is going to fall asleep. And, this definitely looks like to be a Technician Breloom, so this probably isn't going to go over too well. And the Bullet Seed. Let's see, I know I can survive. Wow, one Bullet Seed. 2 Bullet Seeds. Only hit twice. And Slowbro is fast asleep. If Slowbro wakes up and possibly gets off a side shot, then this will definitely be a win. And of course it will be by luck. And that's 1. It'll never be a crit. That's 2. Only 2 times. And Slowbro woke up! And Slowbro used side shot! Ha! Oh, man! luck out the ass. And that is a win. The luckiest win possibly in all of Pokemon battling history. Complete annihilation by the 4-leaf clover that is Breloom. Unbelievable. Unbelievable amounts of luck in that battle. I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's 50% luck, 50% skill, 100% concentrated power of will. I don't know. But you just gotta remember the game. It's Pokemon. What can I say, man? It's almost like anything goes. But I am not gonna deny that was totally luck-based on my part. 2 times in a row, my opponent hit only twice with the Bullet Seed, and I was able to have the upper hand with waking up and going for the side shot. Unbelievable amounts of luck. Unbelievable. Love it. Absolutely love it. Well, I'm glad that you guys enjoyed these battles, and as you know, I will see you in the next one. Well, see you later.